Hi, thanks for tuning in. One of the questions that we often get asked by different types of manufacturers is, what is safety testing all about? And actually, it's a very simple question, but actually it's quite a complicated answer because a lot of people think it's all about electrical safety testing, many of the regulations and requirements around the world, which is true to a limited extent. However, what really we're trying to do is make electrical equipment safe. So I don't want to separate those two things. Electrical safety testing is not the same as safety of electrical equipment. The first one implies that the hazards are just electrical, whereas safety of electrical equipment, the hazards are far wider. They can cover mechanical hazards, for example. You know, if you made something large and heavy that's designed to be wheeled around, can it topple over, for example? Maybe the way that I'm thinking of a 19-inch rack as I say this, maybe it's comprised of lots of individual bits or equipment within a single rack. Maybe there's fans in there and assumes a certain amount of airflow. And if you squeeze all of these things together, do you block and restrict the airflow so suddenly the internal temperature increases, which would then cause or compromise the safety of the product itself? Other hazards, things like chemical hazards, for example, a lot of use of batteries in products these days, whether it be lithium or the old traditional lead acid. So what about the hazards associated with those chemicals that are being used? Can they leak or leach out, for example, and harm people or the environment if they do so? Other types of hazard, radiation. When we talk about radiation, we often I think about lasers, for example, and the old CD or DVD players looking into the light and damaging your retina. But actually, yes, that is absolutely covered under safety of electrical equipment if those types of laser are employed. But also we're talking about radiation in terms of electromagnetic fields or RF safety. So using radio transmitters in close proximity to the body, or even large energy using products. It might be that you have a motor operated device and the magnetic field is such that, is in very close proximity to the body. So all of these hazards are covered under the safety of electrical equipment. That's what we assess for when we do safety testing. And most of the regulations around the world cover all of these different phenomena and hazards. So be careful when you start talking about safety testing that you're not just talking about electrical safety. One hazard. There are many other hazards associated with electrical equipment. Thank you very much.